streaming live every other
Wednesday, my dude.
This is Chillcast.
Certified hood classic.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Chillcast. I am your gracious host as always, Zach Minyard, joined by... Do I even have to say their names at this point? You know who it is. It's D Dubman of Review Your Life and Sly. What do you guys do in here? What's going on? How's it going?
I only have 2 days to live.
Oh shit. I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
Sorry.
Wait, does that mean we gotta like speed run the podcast in like the next 2 days?
Yeah,
to,
we're gonna have a subathon for my death.
We're gonna do the next episode of the podcast directly after this one.
Yeah, we have to because like we still need them.
Yeah, we're gonna play. We're not gonna stop the stream. We're just gonna play the intro again and keep talking.
Oh man!
Welcome everyone. Welcome back.
Oh Zach, man, Zach, man, fuck what we're doing, man. What how are you doing, man?
You know, I've been chilling. You know, I've been getting in my protein, doing my thing. But I think there's a bigger issue that we need to talk about because it's a very special time right now. It is a beautiful time, and I don't think it needs any introduction. I think you know what I'm talking about. It is February, and that is a special month. It's Black History Month, baby, and we here at Showcast definitely celebrate that. Am I right, Sly? On 1, 2, 3. We're sorry, D-Dub.
Sorry, D-Dub.
All right.
I feel. Not only like was both of y'all doing that in unison, like it was super like jarring. But like the fact that like y'all planned this beforehand, where Zach never plans anything.
Oh my god!
It's this is pretty good. So this month is the month of February, the month of love, the month of blacks. Also the month of transphobia. But like,
whoa! Wait, what? You want to elaborate on that last one?
I guess we're going straight into it. Fuck. How do we walk on the eggshells on this topic?
I don't think we ever walk on eggshells on this show. I think we just.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah,
then,
we usually crack them hose.
All right. So like, if I ever become like influential or famous, and this is taken out of context, just know that like you can watch like later episodes of this like podcast series and like see far worse. I'm pretty like evident that like I'm probably said like some horrible shit, but like that was at the time.
No doubt.
Now that that's been said, there is a Nerd Wizard game that just released, and it was developed by the people who made Actually, have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. What have I seen? What have I heard?
So the people who developed this game have also developed Disney Infinity, which is a series where you like gotta collect figures to like put on a board to like play the video game.
Yeah, it's like a.
I'm familiar with that.
Go ahead, Sly. What was you about to say?
No, I said I'm familiar with that.
Oh, okay, cool. So in that case, yeah, they basically just make a whole bunch of licensed games, and then they were brought on to make this very unique project that is going to shake the Americas for I would say like a month or two before people just stop caring. But the issue is this Nerd Wizard game, and we're talking about Harry Potter, by the way, if you haven't like gotten the fucking memo. Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy is a video game where it's basically Dark Souls, but it's primarily magic, which is fine.
So it's like Elden Ring.
It's Elden Ring, but it's primarily magic. And this game coming out, obviously, like, you know, mid or not, like, you know, people who like fuck with, you know, the series are gonna like it, and the people who just want to be a magician might like it. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you the people who don't like it. And that is a great community. It is a community of people who we won't shame today. We never have, to be fair. Like we're pretty all right with the trans community.
Are we? Is that true?
I never heard any of us say anything bad about them.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But
Everyone
like,
make
like, like,
clips,
like,
make clips.
we never went on a tirade on this podcast and be like, man, trans people suck. Like we've never done that.
Clip that. Clip that. Clip that.
Coolsville sucks. But yeah, the trans community has gotten wind that this game is about to release, and it directly funds the author, the fucking Nazi chick. What's her name? Fucking I forgot.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. Yeah. And it directly funds her and her mission for anti-trans foundations. And once people got wind of that, it's like, oh, okay. So if you buy this game like directly, you immediately are a transphobe because like you're literally funding like anti-trans like foundations. Now, my question to you is: do you think like a grand majority of like America knows what the fuck they're doing when they purchase a fucking Wizard game?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I think as conscious as people are, I don't think a lot of people make a lot of thought about things like that when they buy things that they were gonna buy anyway. You know.
Exactly. So like I obviously like it's ill will to say like, oh man, fucking like all of America is dumb or like some shit like that. It's one of those like they don't care. they don't care. And if you do want to like if you do want this game and you are aware of this situation, the best thing I can tell you is like buy it from like third party, so like the royalties don't go directly to like fucking the publishers in general. If that like sets you like at a peace of mind, yeah, buy it like buy it after somebody returns it to GameStop or something like that.
Just steal it.
Yeah, steal the game, dude. Okay, just yeah, they'll be fine.
We're going to jail.
The fact that like they have these developers who fucking were working on Disney Infinity to create a AAA game is like already like funny enough.
That's bad. That's like a bad sign, right?
So like the game's not as like you would expect it to be, right?
Is it out?
It's out right now. It's out for next gen consoles.
Okay.
It's out for next gen consoles and PC, and they have this weird ass like development window of releasing the game for other consoles on later dates. So Nintendo Switch will be released in May.
Oh my god.
And PS4 and last gen shit will be released in April.
Can you imagine like watching this playing that on Nintendo Switch?
That's exactly what I immediately thought of when I was like, why are they even attempting to put down the Switch? Like that sounds like
that's so funny.
I don't. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say something like related to that. I was just gonna say some dumb shit. Do you think that fucking the same thing could happen, or like, would you get flack for like, let's say buying High on Life for like now, especially with all the shit that happened to Justin Roiland?
I genuinely think nobody gives a shit.
You know what? That was so genius, because the thing about Justin Roiland is he is barely going to trial. I say barely. He's going to trial for accusations. Oh, they're not accusations anymore, actually. He's going to trial for shit that was set up 2 years ago, but it was conveniently swept under the rug until they had to talk about it when he was in trial. Just after his video game comes out and people liked him. It's all very convenient, that how they
so like
his
have we mentioned like the Justin Roiland shit on the podcast?
I don't
like at all.
I don't think we have, no.
Because we make shitty Rick and Morty jokes all the time, but like like this is like actually like perpetually like speaking like this like kind of changes the aspect of like the Roiland verse, because he was in a whole bunch of shit.
Just say? What
the Roiland verse.
Oh, that was so gross. Why'd you say that?
Because it exists. Like, fuck, you know how much shit Justin Roiland made in the last 6 years?
Yeah, I know, because they all use the same fucking voice. His one of two voices that he uses for everything.
Well, it's good because it's just his voice. Apparently he's not like a good writer. Apparently he's been off the writing team of Rick and Morty since season 3, which makes a whole bunch of fucking sense, to be fair. I can fully believe that. So like Rick and Morty won't change, the voices will obviously, but everybody can do a Rick and Morty voice. So
I've
nobody.
seen a bunch of people just saying that. It's like these are like the easiest voices to do. I have a pretty decent Rick and Morty. That's how fucking easy they are.
Nah, bro, you got a pretty decent George Lopez. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's a little rusty. I haven't done it in a while.
Come on,
Hey, come on, man, get the Lopez out.
Oh man,
Oh,
no,
man.
you're not gonna make me do it on the podcast.
come on, man. We got 3 episodes left, man. Come on, come on.
Okay. Hold on. Hey everyone, I'm George Lopez.
Wow, this podcast is like not
I told
good.
you I was rusty. Okay, you put me on the fucking spot. All right, I'm not ready. Okay.
Well, that does it for like Hogwarts Legacy. If you do want to play the game,
Then you're
and
a
you
bigot.
obviously if you're aware of this shit and you like still buy the game, it's up to your conscience to believe like whether you're a good person or not. Twitter will for sure like call you a bad person immediately. So maybe you shouldn't talk about having the game at all.
Can you imagine some like really like fucked up bigoted people buying the game and liking Harry Potter just because it's transphobic?
People like that actually.
Can you imagine like Ben Shapiro streaming this just to nay on people?
I do imagine this. Yes, this is all stuff that like is like happening like right out.
I am naming my wizard. I'm going to name him Beneth Shapirith, and he's going to have a cool wizard wand.
Wow, man, I'm hearing a lot of cool stuff right now.
I do not think that this is Judeo-Christian value, but I do like the creator.
Lord, he's cooking.
Hey, but yeah, besides that, Hogwarts Legacy is out. If you are gonna buy the game, I don't think it's worth $70 right now. Go ahead and get it when it's like fucking $29.99. That shit will hit.
Dude, so many games are coming out that are not worth $70.
Oh, there is a game that is coming out that is worth $70. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Yeah, call my nuts.
Oh yeah, I paid $70 for that.
Nintendo just had a direct today, as we're recording on February the 8th.
Yes.
And Breath of the Wild sequel, Tears of the Kingdom, is about to be released for $70.
Really?
This is the first Nintendo Switch game that is going to be worth $70, and it tags upon the mind of people saying, if this is going to be $70, I am assuming that another Switch is going to come out because there's no way that this is going to be the only $70 game.
Maybe all Switch games are going up to $70.
For a triple A game like for Tears of the Kingdom, it makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
What I'm not looking forward to is a Pokemon game being worth $70. Like that's gonna like do me in. Not gonna lie.
Honestly, I don't think any Pokemon game has been worth $70 or $60 to be fair in a while.
But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is
crazy for Pokemon to be that
exactly right. Fucking so like, do you guys think a new Switch is gonna come out, or do you think like games are just gonna be like $70 now because of the PS5, Xbox regimen? Like,
I think
what's your take?
I think games are just gonna be $70 now. I feel like if a new Switch was coming out in conjunction with Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, I have to get used to that. Tears of the Kingdom coming out, that we would be hearing about it, you know, by now.
That's a good point, but did we hear about anything when like Breath of the Wild was originally coming out?
Yes.
Before. Oh. Well, in that case, yeah, like we're too far in. Like Tears of the Kingdom comes out this year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I remember watching like the big direct on the Switch, and this was after the Switch had already been announced in the first couple commercials, and then they were talking about the games coming to the Switch. And
yeah, it was like a big launch title.
Yeah, that's when they announced it was going to be a launch title for the Switch. Because at first,
so what I remember was Breath of the Wild was pushed back several times because they were working on another console, like within working on the Wii U version.
Yes,
but they never announced like what console that was. It was just like, oh, it's being pushed back, and here's why. Tears of the Kingdom has been pushed back, but like they haven't told us like why. Like it's obviously just because of like development.
I think COVID had a big thing to deal with.
For sure.
Yeah, but I don't know, because like even that announcement when we first heard about it coming to the Switch, that was like at least a year out still, you know?
That's fair.
I feel
This
like,
game comes out like in a couple of months, so like I don't think we got
feel
enough
like we would
time.
know, because after PlayStation 5, like it's still hard to get those. I feel like they would be big time announcing. Like they wouldn't just shadow drop a new console, you know? That's super risky.
They are shadow dropping video games.
Yeah, I mean that's not as bad. I feel like shadow dropping a video game, you know, because you would buy a video game on a whim. You wouldn't buy like a $600 console on a whim.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean shadow dropping is
which-
just good advertisement at this point, especially because people just start talking about things instantly when they happen. You know, like it's good. for social
Yeah,
media.
fucking Hi-Fi Rush released as a shadow drop, and that game is awesome.
Dude, that's the first game that makes me regret not having an Xbox.
Do you not have a Steam computer?
No, pretty much not. No.
So the thing about getting it on console, because I just found out trying to get it on my Xbox, is that
You have to stream it.
yeah, you have to stream it, and what that does is it fucking delays the game. So
Yeah, and it's like a
Why
rhythm
would
game,
you-
right?
yeah,
Well-
yeah, so it's a rhythm game.
That's only on the previous Xboxes though. Like if you got like the Xbox Series X, you can play it like
oh yeah, but I mean,
native.
that's still,
Yeah,
that's still pretty
but-
lame.
But
Yeah.
Sly was trying to play it on his Xbox One S or like some sort.
Just
And,
Xbox One.
Oh, okay, yeah. And it can support Xbox Series S games. You just like won't have it on your console. You got
Yeah. Yeah.
So like that's it's a great game. Metroid Prime for the GameCube just got remastered.
What? Oh, that's cool.
And it's shadow dropped today.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I told you wanted my real reactions, because that's
You
fucking
you
sick.
can get the physical copy, which releases at a later date though.
It releases on the 22nd of this month, but if you want it like right now, you can just buy it off Nintendo eShop.
See, that's sick. I like that. That's a good shadow drop.
I would honestly just fucking play it right now, but I have such a backlog right now. I'm
Is
playing
it
Yakuza.
only the first one?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's only the first.
but it's
Yeah, that's pretty
remastered.
cool.
It looks so good.
They completely like redid like everything.
Who did it? Who did it?
Metroid Studios.
Well, I mean, the first one was made by Team Ninja, wasn't it? Or not Team Ninja? Retro.
Oh yeah, in that case, yeah, it's still by Retro.
That's sick. I mean, aren't they making 4? Is Retro making 4?
Yes.
Did they talk about 4?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we're not seeing that game for a while.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I'll definitely play that.
We
If we're
did see
getting
the
a new console, that would probably be the launch title. To be
Yeah,
honest,
I think
that would explain a lot on like why we have heard no development at all.
that would actually make a ton of sense. But how likely do you think that is?
More likely, I think what's gonna be the launch title of the next console is gonna be a Mario Kart.
You think Mario? I mean, the Switch didn't
Oh
even
my
launch
God.
with its own Mario Kart. It launched with like a remake.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like they're finally gonna make a new fucking Mario Kart. It's probably gonna be like worse than like the previous one. Yeah, because like it's gonna like withhold so much content that we already fucking had. But like or they could make the Smash equivalent of fucking Mario Kart and add every character from Smash in a fucking go kart and like that'll be something.
You
if
know
they call it
what?
Mario Kart Ultimate.
Yeah, I fucking think about how they're gonna top Ultimate. And maybe that's what they'll do. Maybe they'll just switch genres and make it like a kart game or something.
I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. Actually,
You know what? You know what would be good? If
what
they
would be
did-
good, Daddy?
If they did, oh my god! If they did like a Kirby's Air Ride kind of thing, like a city thing, where you just pick a character and they all have like cool different abilities and you're like running around a city.
All right, man. A lot of people don't have, but a lot of people have not played Air Ride. Fucking the amount of people who I have seen play Air Ride are trying to play it now, and like that shit's like $180.
Yeah, it just emulated, dude.
yeah. Games are so much better on the emulators too.
Yeah, that is true.
Emulation is like super epic, actually. Like fuck it, like I'm telling people to steal like a lot of games that they used to have in their youth.
Yeah, there used to be at one point like a small little window. I forgot what you would call it, but it's like a small little like tab where you could literally play like Melee on a like on the lowest form of like quality possible on a PC, and it's so fucking cool.
Word,
What?
word.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, would you recommend it? Have you done it?
I haven't played it myself, but I mean this was like a while back. I can find it. It's
I
like
think
called Melee
I think you
Lite.
like
It was
full
so
on.
cool.
I think you can full on like emulate Nintendo 64 games on your just like your PC natively now. Like you don't even need an emulator anymore. You can just like run it in browser.
Yeah.
Like emulation has like went like a whole different route from like when we were growing up. Like usually like the only things you can emulate back then was like just Game Boy Advance games. Like that shit like blew my mind at the time.
Oh yeah, you always
Who
had
knew-
that
who
guy
knew
at
that?
school, and he had like the Game Boy on his iPhone. He'd be playing Pokemon, and you're like, holy
Dang,
shit.
bro, he's blowing your mind too. You was like, whoa.
And props to the mad genius for being able to figure out how to like shuffle every fucking thing in a video game just to make it more like just to make it new, feel more like there's new shit like the randomizers and stuff.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it's definitely
Resident
awesome.
Evil, Majora's Mask, like that shit's so fucking cool.
Fucking that's how Nuzlocks are fucking being done as of late. Also Zach, fucking speaking of Game Boy, Nintendo Switch Online just announced that Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games are on there now. Yay!
Yay! I can't wait.
Yay!
I can't wait to play this like very tiny resolution game on my big fucking TV screen.
Yeah, you want to play Pokemon trading card game on the Game Boy?
I'm gonna play fucking like Metroid 2. That actually sounds good.
Oh.
Never mind.
Well, all things considered, Nintendo is trying their best to give us all the stuff we want, but not everything we need.
Let's
So-
talk about good video games for once.
Oh, like Tekken?
Yes, like Tekken, just like that, baby.
Oh man, I already got a gift for you to fucking put on the screen, man.
Oh man,
Yeah, man, like, go ahead and put that bitch on there, man.
What did you call her?
We're
dude?
all good.
Jeez, man, that's a little harsh.
Man, she can kill me. So like, I feel like
Easily kill you, dude.
hardworking woman.
She deserves nothing but your respect.
who are we talking about for all the people who's not looking on the screen right
We're
now?
talking about Nina Williams from the Tekken series. She's been confirmed to exist in Tekken.
I had a no shadow of a doubt that she wouldn't. She was literally in all of them.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty safe bet. I mean,
I
like,
hate that we're getting announcements for characters I know who are in, but I guess like showing their attire is something different. So like, I get it.
I think it's like we're just so early on, and that's kind of something they talked about this week or this weekend at the Tekken World Tour Finals, which we got a ton of information about Tekken. But basically, I don't think we're ever gonna get a Tekken this year. I think it's probably gonna be 2024 at the earliest.
Did they announce Tekken for this year?
No, but they announced Tekken World Tour 2023 for Tekken 7, so that means they're pretty much like continuing on Tekken 7 this year. That's
So
pretty
it sounds
much
like we might get it holiday 2024 then.
Yeah, I think 2024 we're not going to see it. Basically, what they talked about this week, they had Tekken World Tour Finals. They showed Nina Williams, and she looks really cool. I really love her design. I love all the designs so far for Tekken 8. Because I really like the designs in Tekken 7, but Nina in Tekken 7 looks so fucking bad. That's the only one I really didn't like. The wedding
I
outfit.
don't understand. Okay, so like they gave her the same intro in fucking Tekken 8 as she has in 7, so I hope that's fixed.
Which intro? The one where she runs in and says "going somewhere"?
Yes.
I like that one.
Well,
I
hopefully
think
it's changed.
Yeah, I think she looks great in this. I mean, it's Tekken, so it's like the same fucking moves, and that's part of why Tekken's cool is the legacy. But
But talk about the new stuff,
she's got guns.
which means
She can shoot guns at people, and
we have a projectile character.
yeah, you know what? I think this next Tekken is going to be the most divisive Tekken ever to come.
So I have a lot to say about like the Tekken stream that we recently
You
got.
know who else has a lot to say? Harada. He with that 30-minute fucking video explaining the mechanics.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm about to break down.
Yeah.
Harada basically said, "Hey, everybody has projectiles now, and going aggressive is not a bad thing anymore." And I was like, "Oh, this is great. This is because
it's so interesting.
Because like obviously in Tekken, like throughout the years, you was always encouraged to block. Like, don't get too happy.
Yeah.
Fucking block. You'll get your fucking time in. Just look for an opening. Now it's like, all right, your block can be broken now. It's cool, and you shouldn't have been blocking for so long. Which, like, I get why they would implement such a feature, especially for like beginners who like are fucking aggressive by default.
Yeah.
But like, god damn, I mean, like, this is gonna be very interesting to say the least.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I guess people don't like taking turns.
I mean, that's what Tekken is. Tekken has always been the turtle game, the patient blocking game, the counter hit. Tekken's a huge counter hit game. That's like
Always has been, for sure.
Yeah, and it's so weird now that you basically have heat mode, or not heat. It's called heat in this, but it's basically max mode from fucking KOF. And
Yeah.
you can burst it or you can go into it. So it's like new max mode where there's like two versions, like in the newest KOF. I think they probably got that idea from making geese, honestly, in this game.
That's
To
exactly
be
what that
honest,
was.
fucking yeah. That's why I'm just like, wow, no wonder why I like this game so much. It
Yeah, I
looks
knew
so cool.
the second I saw that, I was like, oh, Sly's gonna love this because it's just every character has max mode now. It's just weird because now Tekken is like a combo string game, like an anime game, where you're
Tekken used to be like strictly footsies, and now like being footsies is bad.
I don't think there's ever really a block string kind of thing that happens in Tekken. It's usually your turn, my turn, throwing out
For
like
sure.
7-frame jabs, But now you have this option where not only do you get a bunch of authority to start just doing jabs, but also they're doing gray health. And also, your meter stops burning while you attack. So there's even more emphasis. Not only are you getting the bonus to attack, but you're getting even more of a bonus for being aggressive during your bonus to attack. And I mean, all of this is hypothetical. It's not hypothetical, but we don't know how strong any of this is until we play it, Like, it's all speculation.
I think we need the beta testers to like truly be like, this is ass, and then like they're gonna be like, we had to rework the entire system. I feel like the beta codes are gonna come out for this game for sure. Beta codes are gonna come out for this game, and when it does, like, we're gonna see a whole lot of fan cry.
I mean, have you seen this? Have you heard about this? They're doing a location test.
No, I have not seen this.
They're doing a location test in Japan. And
so
everyone bitched and moaned about the location test in Japan, and they're like, oh my god, in 2023 they're doing a location test. So did fucking Guilty Gear Strive. They did the same damn thing. And
Sonic Fox is gonna fly over there, I bet money.
Yeah, he probably will. I don't know all the details yet. I don't even think they've said when they're gonna do it. But that is just more confirmation how early this game is. This game is like way early. Like, I don't think they have.
Oh, like I've noticed that like the peeing dog is blocking fucking straddling Homer. Can you fix that? I don't like that. Like,
oh, you're right.
Homer fucking.
How did that?
I don't like that fucking peeing dog is fucking blocking Homer.
I didn't even notice that. You have an eagle eye, my man.
Yeah, man. Fucking like that's one of my favorite gifts, man. He just like breaks it down sexual style.
Wow, you made me lose my train of thought. Oh, I like the idea that they have of making the characters more unique. I think that's a really good idea. At least more unique on a surface level, because obviously the characters are all very different, when you actually know how to play the game and get into the nitty-gritty of their 100+ moves.
How do you feel about all characters having weapons now?
We haven't seen all characters have weapons yet.
I think they're slowly implementing them, but like the law has nunchucks now,
I think every character is gonna have like a gimmick, or not a gimmick, but like a thing.
Oh, does it? Which is great because he's my main.
Yeah,
so
I mean, he's gonna have something. I don't know what it is yet.
I think he is gonna have something for sure.
I don't think it might not be a weapon. Maybe he'll have like I don't know. He could have.
They're gonna give him some chains or some shit. Like I don't know. Like they're gonna do something with it. He's a biker, so like they're probably gonna.
Well, I mean, the characters that we have seen that don't have weapons so far are King, Kazuya, Jin, and June.
I highly doubt that Jin won't have a projectile. Like
yeah,
I think he is gonna like
devil shit probably.
Yeah, I think he's gonna like start zapping beams now.
Same with Kazuya. He's probably gonna have devil beam.
I also think they're gonna take Devil Jin out so they can do that shit with Jin.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
I never knew how I felt about Devil Jin in general. Like I was like, oh, that's like a slot fucking taken up.
Well, I think June is gonna help with the Devil Jin because Devil Jin was like one's the Mishima style and one's the Kazama style, you know.
Yeah.
So it would probably now that we.
Oh, that's a really good point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, now that we have a Kazama. But by the way, where does Asuka fall now? Now that June's back in.
Asuka might be taking a backseat, unfortunately. However, she is so like she has so much fanfare in Japan. Yeah. Like she's a fan favorite in Japan that like she's probably not going anywhere.
Yeah, they're not taking her out. Like she's definitely gonna stay. But
her and Xiaoyu are like they have to be in. Like,
but I mean that's good that they're trying to make all the characters very unique because it's getting to the point now where we have characters that are based off of each other, you know, but we have to make them different somehow.
Have you heard about the Metal Gear Solid Snake rumor?
Oh, that's not true. It's definitely not true.
I know it's not. Matter of fact, I was like, oh, another projectile character when I heard the fucking rumor. I was like, that's great. And there's like, no, man, he's CQC, so like, you know, like that could work. I was like, no, we got Dragunov. Like, fucking, we don't need Snake.
Yeah, Dragunov is literally like CQC master. You know, he does like Krav Maga Russian fighting shit.
Yes. That and fucking Brian Fury, like fucking like I don't think we need like an army guy. I don't think we need another.
I mean, do you know where that Snake rumor starts? You know, it's they showed that snippet at Evo one year of like Metal Gear Solid David Hayter. He was just like, oh, let's get ready for some good ass Tekken. It was like a promo thing, but they just played it at the worst time ever, and everyone thought Snake was going to be in the game. They thought it was like a big Evo announcement.
And I know that.
That's where that rumor first started. And then it turned out that David Hayter wasn't even paid for that. It was like stolen off Cameo. And so
that's great.
It became like a legal thing too.
Have you heard the rumors about Baki being in Tekken?
Of Baki, the anime guy?
Yeah, so like somebody made like a fake trailer with Baki in it and like fucking they put like, you know, like the Tekken fucking overlay on it and everything, and everybody was like, "Whoa, Baki and Tekken! This game's gonna be nuts."
That would be cool. I would like.
And I was like, "That'll be the first anime character in Tekken." So like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, "I don't think that's true," because like, then the sky's the limit on like who can be in Tekken, who can't.
Dude, fucking Negan from The Walking Dead is in there. I think the sky is the limit.
Well, yeah, but you haven't seen an anime character though.
Gone.
What were they thinking?
The fucking
dinosaur.
Like,
Naka's Lucius Kylum can count as an anime character, but like
fucking dinosaur in Tekken 3, dude. Isn't he from the manga?
Oh yeah, nah, that kind of counts. Whatever, that's a Japan thing.
It was internet.
But yes, you're absolutely right. All things considered, I really wanted Tekken to come out this year. Sadly, it won't because we've only fucking seen like 5 characters, so like that's already making me like sad as it is.
I mean, the fact that they're continuing the Tekken World Tour for Tekken 7, they like, I think that's pretty much set in stone that we're not going to see.
We are going to get a new Street Fighter, which is looking more promising like every year. Oh, fucking rollback. Rollback is fucking Tekken now. Fucking.
Oh yeah, you've been seeing them talk about their development for rollback in Tekken 8.
So apparently they still don't know what rollback is. So like that's super funny, but like they're implementing it as we speak.
Well, they have another developer helping them with Tekken 7, basically just network issues. But
yes,
they're also
and they're also working on Tekken 8.
Yes, exactly.
So rollback is slowly getting implemented into 7, and it's going to be like the same code in 8 is what they're doing.
Yeah, that's probably going to be it. Which just shows more that Tekken 7's still getting continued service, so I wouldn't cross my fingers for Tekken 8 this year.
I think Tekken 7 is going to be supported for like an awkwardly long time than most people think.
I do too, because it's just so popular and did so well, and I think it's a great game.
It has characters that are not going to make it to 8, and
Yes.
that's exactly why it's going to like help support.
I think that they're just trying to leave it off in a playable state for when they stop supporting it, so give it good netcode and give it as much bug fixing as possible.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but Tekken Tag Team Tournament 2 still has netcode, not netcode, but like netcode. Yeah, you can still play online on there.
No, I didn't know that. That's actually really cool.
So like it's weird how their support is working. I don't think Tekken 7 still has their servers up. I can't confirm or deny that.
Tekken 7?
Tekken 6. Tekken 6 is a fucking like barn like fire though. Like I don't know. There's so much. So like if you ever played Tekken 6, you should have played Tekken 6 when it first came out, Zach. Let me explain what happened. Tekken 6 was like this game for the next gen, the fucking PS3, the first fucking Tekken for the PS3. Well, Tekken 5 don't count because it was just basically a port. But when it came out, there was nothing but like load times. Nothing but that. And that was it.
You know,
he was just sitting through loading screens for an awfully long time.
I think that's even more showing that Tekken 8 isn't coming out this year because it's next gen only.
Is it?
Yeah, they're not gonna put it on PS4 or the old Xbox.
Yeah, like that game is for sure coming out next year then.
Yeah, I mean that game looks like it will kill any computer. You know what I mean? It looks like my PS4 would just set on fire if it tried to run it because it looks gorgeous. And
you think it's like unmastered, like not unmastered? You think it's you don't think that they fucking made the files smaller to fit on fucking other shit?
You know what? I saw someone complaining on Twitter today, and they kind of had a small point. They were like, "Hey, there's too much like weird particle effects and like exploding lighting effects in the Nina trailer. If this is how Tekken 8 is gonna be, I'm not gonna buy it." And he kind of sounded like he was saying that it was like a vision thing for him, but he also was kind of just sounding like he's a dick and he's just not going to buy it because he doesn't like the particle effects, which reminded me a lot of when Guilty Gear Strive came out. And they're like, oh, the text is too big. It's so distracting, and it's literally not. When you're playing the game, you don't even fucking notice it. But Harada was like, oh, yeah, well, we can tone it down or we can make toning options for it, and then he came back later.
Oh, what a nice guy!
I know, and he came back later though, and he was like, "I just talked to the director. We can work out to like put options for it." So that also kind of confirms that it's very early to the point where they can make changes and still talk with each other about even implementing those changes.
Early stages too.
Way early stages. I mean, we've only even seen like 3 maps.
Would you fuck Bridget from Guilty Gear?
No.
Be careful. Oh. Explain why.
Because I think they're like teenager.
Oh, I really like that you said they. That was like super smooth, Zach. Not gonna lie, I was trying to catch you before I was gonna like playfully cancel you. Be like, wait, what? I was like, that's the wrong gender,
We're
Zach.
gonna make it through this Chillcast to 100 episodes without upsetting the trans community, baby.
We actually like them though, so okay, like there's no like hate to be fucking down.
I wasn't saying that, D-Dub. Why are you saying that? Why are you?
Like are you implying that like all of this was a facade? Like we've always hated them?
Dude, what are you doing? You're breaking script. Stop saying that.
Oh, what I meant to say was, oh fuck, I forgot to turn the page. Give me it.
Yeah, turn
Give me it. All right.
Lick your finger and turn the page.
All right. Oh, next page.
Yeah.
Hey, can you explain why fucking Croc is in the fucking thumbnail?
We're talking about gaming.
All right. Let me turn the next page. Let me turn the next page and see what's going on here.
I can't believe I put that on one whole page.
I wasn't expecting that reply to be one whole page.
I wrote it in,
You're
like,
you're definitely getting
medium-sized
lazier.
font, yeah. No, I'm not. That was good. I think it's good.
Sly, can you explain your Twitter to our audience as of late?
No.
All right, next page. Go ahead and turn.
Refuses to elaborate. You don't want to talk about my Twitter, D-Dub. D-Dub hates my Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why you asked me about my barely active Twitter when fucking Zach's over here tweeting banger after banger.
Banger at the banger, you say?
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sly appreciates art. You know, he gets it. He understands.
Do they?
Him, Sly. Sly, are you a they? Do you identify as they?
No.
Okay, cool. Just checking. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of a shit poster, guys. I don't know if you know this.
Very bad Twitter.
Why do you not like my Twitter, D-Dub? D-Dub came in. We get in this Discord call. Let me paint you a picture. And D-Dub is guns blazing. He's already picking bones with me over the group chat when we're setting up podcasts. He's like, I hate Zach Minyard. He smells. He's not funny. His mixtape's trash. He told me all that. And I get into the Discord, and he goes straight for my Twitter, right to the jugular. He knows that that's the only thing I love in this world anymore is my Twitter.com and my funny little memes and half-baked ideas that I just put into 120 characters. You know, that's all I need.
You used to be funny.
Did you see this? Did you hear about this? That they're gonna add like 1 million more characters to tweets so you can like write a fucking book.
I have seen the result of that, and it's just like forever scrolling.
Yeah, it sounds like a terrible idea. Honestly, it's gonna ruin everything.
Twitter was already bad.
No, Twitter. See, that's why I do this, because Twitter is garbage. It's literally in the worst place it's ever been for like the past like 5 years, just going downhill, probably longer. And people take it so seriously. And in general, people take social media way too seriously. I know people that like determine their friendships and their
You like pinpoint a
relationships.
year where like people started taking like a tweet seriously, and where they were like, I am now super angry at the world because you individually tweeted that.
Maybe like 2015-ish, probably around the time the first Trump election came up. I think it started getting heated.
Ooh, that's a real good point.
Yeah, I think politics, as they do, ruin social media. And before that, it was
reading
like petty
characters
drama shit.
online. The fact that
Yes.
reading characters online is making people like go up and
Yeah.
like do shit is
And-
very hilarious in theory.
And Twitter's the only social media I use, because I don't take it seriously one bit, and that's kind of like
Twitter is super based because you see a bunch of dumb people in porn, and like that's a
Yeah.
good combination.
Yeah, no, I know people that like don't use Twitter anymore because it says it makes them angry. All the people I follow on Twitter are like idiots or artists or musicians, and I don't see anything that makes me angry.
Oh, no porn?
No, because I use it in public. Do you remember when you used to just post porn? Or
Hey
retweet
man,
porn?
but actually, I want to double back on what you just said. So like, a lot of people like get angry at Twitter, right? Do you ever think that they think to themselves, "I'm following the wrong people"?
No, never. I think they think that these are the people. You know, this is what Twitter is. Like, no matter what you do or who you follow, this is what you're gonna see. You know.
What a world!
I know.
Yeah,
I think
like
some
I
people-
follow a bunch of people that are like legit funny, and when people are like, "Man, did you see this shit on Twitter?" I was like, "Nah, I'm not even on that side of Twitter. What the fuck going on over there?"
I know, it's like like you can go into like the trending, and it's like a bunch of shit you don't care about. It's usually
A lot of
sports.
it.
It's usually sports.
I didn't even know about that Harry Potter shit until like somebody I follow was like, "Oh man, I can't wait to play Wizard game," and his like comments was just like grilling him.
Yeah, I had no idea about it too. I just saw people making like funny posts about like their stupid wizard name and stuff like that.
I've seen a bunch of funny posts about black people playing the game and just like get into gang wars. Fucking within the game.
What?
What do you mean gang wars?
So like, I think the game is P2P. So like, I think you can like run up on fellow wizards and just like
Run up
start.
on wizards.
I feel you can just run up on wizards and fucking just like abracadabra, and then fucking they explode and shit. Like fucking like that's like I think that's the premise.
Dude, that shit's gotta get so heated. Do you think they're like calling people muggles and shit?
I think I really hope that what I just said is true, because like that game sounds super epic. Like all like all transphobia aside, that game sounds pretty epic if it does have. If
You
it
know,
has that
I mean,
dumbass
it
shit in it.
sucks. It sucks that the game itself has nothing to do with being like bigoted. You know, it's just the creator of the
Exactly.
world that it's based in. You know.
Getting all
Just
the
a
proceeds.
twisted
And,
old bag.
exactly. She gets all the proceeds and immediately donates it to fucking like anti fucking trans shit, which
See, I
is
didn't know
awful.
that.
Oh my god, it's
I
fucking like
thought
super
that,
bad.
I thought she just had bad opinions on trans people. I didn't know she was actively funding their demise.
Yes, pretty
didn't know
bad.
that.
Pretty fucking
Yeah,
bad.
that's pretty crazy.
That's exactly like why we're like, okay, like that's pretty fucked, but like it's supposed to be a funny wizard game.
What is she
So, like,
funding?
I don't know, but like apparently there's like active fucking like shit you could have.
You know,
like,
that's a good question. Like, what do they fund? Like, what kind of measures like are they taking to like?
She has like a
So,
Like, where's the
private,
money
she has like
go?
she has a private team that she's hiring to like SEAL Team 6 to staple.
So I
people
question
to
this shit a
back on
lot
it.
for like, I've questioned this shit a lot for like a lot of donation shits where it's like, oh, especially fucking Black Lives Matter, like fucking like nobody knew what they were donating to. There's like, yeah, for the cause, and it's just going to like some white guy's pockets. And I was like,
yeah,
man, this
yeah.
is-
There were some people that got caught like pocketing dough during the BLM movement.
yeah, man, like
And
that
it,
shit was like just
ruins
like,
it for like the people that are doing good shit, you know.
so like
Yeah.
I'm trying. So Sly, what you just said, like that is like super like profound and like a lot of shit. Like, what are the metrics? Like, what are we
Yeah.
funding exactly? What the fuck is this?
It's like, what the fuck is Chick-fil-A gonna do? Are they just funding rocket launchers to fucking like? I don't understand.
So like fucking for shit like, oh man, like fucking donate to get Chick-fil-A fucking shut down because they hate gay people and shit like that. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, I can understand donation shit like that, because like that's just like people who change won't fucking happen at all for Chick-fil-A, the multi-trillion-dollar company. Like
Yeah.
they ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
But like you're like people want to believe that something will happen. But whenever I see shit like, please help donate so we can get all cats off the streets, and I'm like, that's not a thing. I ain't fucking. I was like, what the fuck? We gonna make a robot? Like fucking, like what's gonna happen?
Just to fucking collect all the cats.
What's your take on this, Zach?
On which part exactly? On
So like the metric system of like dry donating to something that's like for causes that like can't be fixed.
let me think here.
Ooh. Oh man, you should
When
pick the
you-
most
when you-
politically correct answer.
No, when you say things that can't be fixed, like what? Like bigotry or like
Let's say bigotry, for example, like donating to like anti-trans funds and shit like that. Fucking.
Okay. I mean, like, the only thing I could imagine that would make a difference of donating to actively stop something like trans people from having rights would be like lobbyists to stop people from making bills in Congress that would help gay or trans people. That's the only thing I can imagine you could donate to do that. Otherwise, I just imagine you're donating to those people that hang out outside of Planned Parenthood all day. You know what I mean? Like,
Ooh.
you're not doing anything, but like fighting into an echo chamber. The only thing you could do is like that, is like try to affect politics or the rules and the laws themselves. That's the
I
only
got
thing
a follow-up
imagine.
question then. I got a follow-up question. Who do you think is worse? People who donate to like those shits, or people who donate to streamers that don't get anything in return?
If you donate to a streamer, you're subhuman. That's just like the
He's spitting. He's spitting.
Oh, you know what? You know what? This reminded me of a current news. Do you remember this happened? Oh man, maybe like a year and a half ago. There there was a streamer in Japan, and she made a comment about short people. Do you remember this?
Ooh. What was the comment? Like, fucking, like, what? Do you remember the context?
Yeah, so this lady, she's actually a Tekken player. She plays
Oh, this is great.
She plays Ling Xiaoyu, so it's all full circle. But there's a term in Japan, and it roughly translates. It's a gamer term that it roughly translates to like if something is cancerous in a video game or overpowered, you say it has no rights. So you would be like Ramathal in Guilty Gear Strive. She has no rights. She's OP. So she said, "Short men have no rights."
This is great so
It
far.
was taken out of context of anything, and it just went all over the internet because it's hilarious for one. And she was a very, very, very popular streamer in Japan. Like, everyone fucking knew her. And she got super canceled for saying short men have no rights. Short people in general have no rights. And she lost all of her branding, like all her sponsorships, lost everything. All these people stopped supporting her. She was in the real ass Japanese news, like in the newspapers, because she was such a popular streamer. But she came back last week to streaming. She went off the face of the earth, dead. And she came back to streaming. And everyone was cool with her, of course. And she's like...
So like, okay, so like this brings me to like the age-old question, especially like what a bunch of celebrities fucking like always say. Is cancel culture real?
I think to an extent. Yeah, I think to an extent it is. Because here's the thing, is what she said was not that bad. That short people have no rights. Obviously, she doesn't fucking mean that.
So like that sounds like a forgive to forget like type deal.
Yeah, but a bunch of people started making rumors that she said racist things, that she said anti-LGBTQ things,
This is
and
great.
that wasn't true. But now her image is tainted, and people believe that. And, like, they frame it as, like, oh, you think this is bad? She said this in 2013, and she didn't say that. I think to that extent, a mob mentality can ruin someone's career. Yes, this lady had to stop streaming for a year just because people wouldn't stop harassing her about shit. She lost all her sponsorships. That's
Not
basically
gonna lie,
her,
man.
her
I feel like that didn't do. I feel like that didn't do much. Like fucking not streaming for a year, and you were already like making big bank.
Well,
She was probably like fucking coasting, off of
that's
like what she
exactly
made
it.
already.
That's exactly it. She said that. She went back on stream and she said, "Look, I haven't had a job for the past year. I've only been coasting off of my reserve cash that I've been making from my
Smart
sponsorships and
fucking
streaming."
woman.
Yes. And then she was like, people came up to her out of the woodwork because this was like national news in Japan. And we're like, hey, do you remember me? I'm from elementary school. I heard about what happened to you. I have a job opportunity for you, though. And they were trying to, like, legit just sell her into the porn industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad shit, you know. And then she just had, like, a bunch of snakes come out of the ground to try to take advantage of her in a desperate time. And now she came back to streaming, and she said, I have no sponsors anymore. I don't give a fuck. All you short people suck.
I think she'll be absolutely fine. Not
No,
gonna
she's
lie.
fine. Everyone's happy that she's back. You know, and I mean, it was lucky that she didn't like. She had money saved up to last a year. You know.
I think she had more than that.
No, she probably did. You know, I think
She probably
was
had like
smart.
at least I would say like 3 million, being generous.
Yeah, I know, but like, can you imagine if you weren't that big a streamer? If you were a smaller creator and that was
Dude,
your
I'm
revenue.
in so much credit card debt. I want to be like the worst person possible on the internet so I can get some money. Like fucking like I want to be like all the fucking douches that I see.
You're gonna be
already.
like Sam Hyde. Like that's literally it.
I don't know how much
Jesus
money he's making because
Christ.
I'm trying to figure out who sponsors him to get all those fucking buildings and shit that he has like right now. Like
There's like a reverse bell curve where you get you completely monitor everything you do to be squeaky clean so you can get the most sponsorships, and then there's the complete opposite side where you're a horrible piece of shit and you get sponsorships from people that are
Who are
like
also bad.
anti-woke. Yeah, they're like anti-woke people.
Yeah, that's like the Keemstar side, you know,
Yeah, exactly. And you know like InfoWars
where you can just where you can only go down but somehow up.
Yeah, and then like people just give them money because they're like, oh, this is like this is the truth. These people aren't afraid of the politics, and they're just as bad. They're like just scamming people.
Obviously they won't get the fucking like what is it? Fucking 5-digit Ray Shadow Legends fucking like email.
Yeah.
Fucking like those emails. Fucking Tariq told me about those emails. He's like, yeah, like those are like the dream emails for fucking YouTubers. Fucking getting a Ray Shadow Legends fucking plug.
Oh yeah.
I think VPNs are fucking having big rates now. That's really good.
There's also been like a new sponsorship coming up about like law firms like getting like a lawyer and shit like that.
What?
Yeah, no, I shit you not.
It's the worst way I found out too was through like a Smash video.
Because there's like these content creators I genuinely like. They're like Swedish and like they're pretty cool, but they got a sponsorship for like getting a fucking lawyer. And I've seen it in other videos too, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's pretty wild. I haven't seen that, honestly.
The residuals must be crazy for that.
You know who I've been seeing? I've been seeing that like buying like a foot-by-foot spot in Scotland to be called a lord. Have you been seeing those?
Oh, so like that got like not debunked.
Like those scams, right?
Yeah, like it was like literally scams, and like I don't think they shut down fully, but like they can't. Like them emailing people, like people are like second guessing it now.
You know what? That makes a ton of sense because I saw a bunch of those ads for like a week, and now I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, like you're not legally a lord like at all. So like it's like a weird fucking like.
Yeah.
All right, so like you're just buying a piece of paper.
No, I think they knew it was dumb, so they were trying to like turn it to like, oh, if you buy one, we'll plant a tree. They're like trying to turn it like, yeah, I know it's stupid, but now it's for a good cause.
So yeah, man, buy it so we can plant a tree, like which literally happens for free, and we like ask a third party company to plant the tree instead of us.
Yes, that's exactly right. But
man, I've been wanting to scam lately, man. I feel like that shit's awesome.
You have the perfect opportunity to run a scam, D-Dub. You have a nice niche internet community and a Discord server.
No, but they ain't got no money, man. Fucking
They're broke. No, I mean, here's the thing, D-Dub. You just need a whale. You need one or two big earners. That's how
you gotta start
start
minting those NFTs, bro.
Yes. D-Dub NFT.
Thinking about making something so expensive that like buying it is ridiculous, but you want to buy it because it's expensive. That's why I'm like, those are the scams I want to get into.
You should make a grill that looks like your teeth with the gap.
Oh, bro, you're spitting.
You like that? That's pretty good.
Don't ever talk to me like that.
You're a sick puppy, you know that?
That nigga say you like that?
I did not say it like that. You
what?
fucking
How am I supposed to react to that?
I that's a normal thing people say. It's your fucking mind in the gutter, dude. You need to get off porn Twitter.
You understand how you sound. Like that's exactly why you're being like defensive right now.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, but go ahead.
I'm genuinely only laughing because D-Dub's reaction.
D-Dub has too
it
much
was real
in his fucking brain.
Oh man, fucking, you know what, Zach?
Man.
You know, Zach, who's your favorite porn star?
I don't have a favorite.
Is there like a like whenever you see her in a thumbnail, you're like, awooga, let me fucking click that?
No, because like I don't see like repeat offenders. You know what I mean?
Oh, in that case, is there a certain race that you see that you go, awooga, man, let me fucking get my dick out?
I like Mexican women. I think Why are you laughing?
I'm expecting you to answer the question.
Why would you not expect me to answer the
That was
question?
a setup question because you would have been like, oh, I like the Asians, you know.
I do
like
Asians.
Yeah, man, like their tiny little bodies, man. Makes me, it reminds me. It reminds me.
Yeah. I'm like
Awooga.
I'm like the wolf with his eyes popping out. I'm going, oh, you know.
Oh man, like, do you get the fucking
That
like?
just reminded me of that dumbass SpongeBob episode.
Mrs. Puff.
Oh man, this is a good podcast actually.
D-Dub, what's your favorite time to jerk off, like during the day, like hour wise? What's a good time?
As of late, I'm a night owl, so like I had to wait for my girlfriend to sleep. But like it's like 4 a.m.
Bro, you're literally living out Cookies by MF Doom.
Is that true?
That's the plot of Cookies by MF Doom.
Oh, like what the original cut or the fucking like one on the album?
The one on the album, that one's better.
Have you what? You don't like the Sesame Street fucking cut?
Nah.
The Sesame Street cut actually kind of like hit. Not gonna lie.
No, but the bass line on the album version is so much better.
That's fair.
Doom, doom, doom.
But guys, we'll see you around for episode 98. We'll probably have a thumbnail on episode 96 by the time that this comes out. And you guys take care. Calm your hair.
What was that? Calm your hair. Calm your hair? Calm your hair, D-Dub? D-Dub, that's the weakest shit I've ever heard. I am so embarrassed for you right now. Okay, ended the podcast.
Very glad